The Burros of Berea is a conversational podcast.
We study the Bible and we talk about it.
Not all of us are of the same faith.
And one of us doesn't have a faith.
But we still love one another, and we're going to continue to talk about these things.
The things we believe in and the things we believe about what we read in the Bible. Not all of these are necessarily true. Some of it is opinion and speculation. Thank you for
listening and speculating with us.
There you go. That was good. Yes.
You are listening to the Burros of Berea.
Well, welcome back to the Burros of Berea. I'm Rick Welch, and to my left is Billy Candy Kimzey.
So for the last episode,
Yeah.
I thought of all the 5 years
Yeah.
of the top 3 candy.
Okay, what you got?
Oh, I'm so
Here we
excited.
go.
That's yeah.
Like a payday bar, just keep nutting. All right.
All
I
right.
used that one. Like M&M's, melt in your mouth, not in your hand.
Yes.
And my favorite one
Okay.
was Billy Candy Kimzey, like a whatchamacallit bar, more than a mouthful.
So just so we know, this is NSFW.
Yeah. Let's just
And
get
so
that right out
we
of the
got it
way.
explicit. We're already going there. Sorry to all my kids
That
under
was-
14.
That was just kids, just candy slogans. Okay,
Just candy slogans.
That wasn't dirty.
Just
It was,
candy
just
slogans.
It's not your fault people take their mind elsewhere,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's on
right.
them, not you.
Anyway,
And we got Tiziana, Mom So Hard Severse.
Sit down on the bus. Sit down.
At least you didn't say on the back of the bus.
I know. Well, no. Listen, she just started kindergarten. Let's keep it in the front of the bus. Okay.
Yeah. Behind the glass is Rocket Man Andy Bishop. Big Daddy Carter.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all ain't gonna believe this. We got Cherrie the Annihilator Lewis.
Hello.
That's probably the best hello we've ever heard.
That was
How
classic.
you doing, Cherrie?
I'm doing great.
Welcome back to the great state of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Right?
You heard her go, great, huh?
So tell us a little bit about what you're. Go ahead, just kick us off. Where in the heck have you been?
I have been in Biddeford, Maine.
Mm-hmm.
Been there since January, working as a travel nurse
Mm-hmm.
at Southern Maine Health Center. And I'm loving it.
Loving it.
And I'm going to stay for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's decided to go full time and stay up there.
Yeah, I'm going to stay there for a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really do feel like the Lord put me there.
Mhm.
I think if I would have stayed here,
You'd be dead.
yeah,
Mhm.
I do. I really think that I would either be dead or
Yeah.
have ruined my nursing career and been in prison or some weird, crazy thing that nobody would have ever expected. So since I've been there, I just, a whole new mind frame.
Mm-hmm.
Life is good.
Very chill up there, isn't it?
It is.
Super
it is.
chill.
And the people are really nice. And it's just very homey feeling.
They have actual hospitality, not Southern
They
hospitality.
do.
but
They got
actual
they got
hospitality.
real hospitality up there. They really do. I was ashamed. I
Oh.
was.
Tell them what you said about the woman who was asking about the bless your heart thing. What was she?
Oh,
Listen
so
to this. This is hilarious.
this young nurse I work with, she's going to get married next year, so that tells you how young she is. And she was planning to come down for a wedding in Charleston, and she was asking me, the terminology that they use down here. And she's like, well, should I say bless your heart? And I said, no, I don't think you ought to say that.
Yeah, stay away from that one.
And so, then I told her, I said, well, there's a couple ways you could say it. So I instructed her on
Right.
what
There's
bless
a way
your
you can
heart
say bless
is.
your heart, and people will know down here. We know what it means.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
if it's
Yeah.
bless
Right?
your
Oh,
little
bless your
heart.
But I felt like
heart.
you said,
Yeah.
well, bless your heart. I mean, goodness.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah,
well,
that's
bless
true.
your little heart.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, inflection
Is
means
it just
everything
up
in
or
the
down?
South.
Is
Yes.
that it? The whole thing? Yeah.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart.
Oh, bless your heart.
and thankfully, people up there are blunt enough. There's no mistaking what they mean.
Yeah.
I miss that for all the world.
It's
Oh my
great.
God, having conversations with people and they won't just say, what the that's been bleeped. They mean,
Yeah.
oh my God, it kills me. Have
Yeah.
you met me? I need you to say
listen.
what you mean.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
Well, I just need you to mean what you say.
Well,
because
that's nice
I
too.
do.
both. Yes.
You
also
know?
nice.
Yeah, I get in trouble a lot because I always joke with my husband that I'm not passive aggressive, I'm aggressive aggressive.
Yes.
But like, there's no
Double
subtext
whammy.
to anything that but the thing is, but the other thing is, you don't never got to go to bed wondering how I feel about you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But also, like, you
Clear.
don't never got to go to bed wondering if there's something that I haven't said. I sleep like a baby at night because I say everything that I need to say and then I move on.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm done with it.
Yeah.
You know, where other people are like stewing and boiling over there, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. Like in my marriage, I speak the most words. It's really weird. Like they are like, the woman needs to say 50,000 words before she can. And I was like, that's me. Holly's a very quiet person. Like she doesn't really, maybe she gets it out at work during the day or something. I don't know. But from 5 o'clock in the morning until the time she's getting in the car, she's like, Lord have mercy, get me out of here. You know? And I'm like, I'm so jacked. Like I got up at 3:30 this morning. She gets up at 5 and I am freaking jacked. I'm like, let's go.
Well, you
What do you want to talk about? You ready? You know?
You've already had like 3 pots of coffee by then.
Read the Bible twice.
I'm ready to go, baby, to tell you about what I've learned today.
Exactly.
Dylan will look at me and go, "Babe, you're kind of the most.
You're
right now."
kind of the
That's
most right
because
now.
I do the same thing. Like
Yes.
he'll ask me a question and I'll be like, "Are you ready?" Or was that rhetorical? Or do you really want to know?
is that
He's
a
like,
bl-
he has to decide if he's had enough coffee, if he's ready for me yet.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'll be like, "Babe, guess what?"
The other thing that I've noticed about myself is, you know, I've been on this weight loss journey, and so has Holly. Holly's dropped 43 pounds.
Wow.
Y'all both look very nice.
Yeah,
You've done
and
well.
I'm down 87.4 actually, to be precise.
Awesome.
And I'm still working on it. But the thing is, it's become like the singular focus of my life. Like I'm thinking about all the things that I eat and when I'm going to exercise and how I'm going to do this and that. And so now I find myself talking about it all the time. And I'm sure people around me, like they're just being nice. And I'm like, hey, I lost
Bless
87
your
pounds. They're like, why don't you just
heart.
go F yourself?
Yeah.
You know, like, and I'm like, but this is wonderful. And I've done this. I've been down this journey before. Remember, Cherrie, when I got down to like 187. That's when I met Holly. That's how I locked her in. And then I went up to 299, right? I got her bought and paid for, and then I just went out of hell. But
For better or worse, buddy.
you get the worst right out of the
Bless
gate.
your heart.
Bless your
More
heart.
like bless your fart when you're that big.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
But I got to where I was talking about. But I've done this so many times in my life, and I never can stick to it. That's been my problem. I
Mine
can't.
too.
That is the hard
It's
part.
the maintenance.
Yeah.
And I was telling Holly the other night, I said, look, here's why. I said, because I get the satisfaction once a week. I get on the scale and I see progress. But then whenever I'm maintaining, the only progress I had is that I'm still maintaining. And that's
Yeah.
just not good enough. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
The
when I
dopamine
finally,
just doesn't hit the same.
it doesn't.
You got to get ripped.
Well, you just work
Next.
out
There you
more.
go.
Next, you have to just like get ripped and be one of those people that just like has like,
Well, I told her, so my
all the muscles.
my plan,
So you're going to be a real douche now.
I'm going,
Super dude.
I'm going to have the necklace and everything.
The roids.
But the roids, yeah. So I asked Holly, I was like, how do you feel about me going back? Like, I haven't seen my abs since I was 27. That's the last time I saw my abs. And I was like, I'm in my 50s now. I might be 51 and a half by the time I can get to this point. I was like, what do you think? I'm thinking about doing it one more time, just to say that I did it at my age. And she's like, yeah, I really don't care. Like, I don't care. And I was like, yeah, I'm talking too much. You're kind of the most right now.
Yeah.
You know. So Big Daddy, you got some news too, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I made a big change in my life too.
Yeah. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, I moved 2 hours away.
Yep.
I've been living in the same.
Which is 4 hours. He drove 4 hours to be here tonight, just
Thank
so you
you
guys
so
know.
Yeah, I
much
know.
Yeah, you're
for
My
hanging with
band's
us.
always been devoted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was 2.5 hours. Now he's 4.5
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
He's in
4 hours.
Beaufort.
Beaufort.
Buford.
You pronounce it Beaufort in South Carolina, Beaufort in North Carolina.
Isn't it Buford? Buford?
It's
Buford? Buford.
Yeah.
Buford.
Biff.
It always makes me want to say Bueller.
Bueller.
Buford.
Bless your little R. Beaufort.
Yeah, you took a whole new job and everything.
New job started this week, my first full week.
Tell them what you told me.
I said, what the hell have I done?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been the company I was with. I've been there a little over 20 years, and basically, it was boring. It was easy. It was everything.
Yeah.
And this week has been like drinking from a fire hose, learning different things again. And the sad part is I was talking to you at dinner tonight, and I was like, I feel like I'm become a Israelite leaving Egypt, and I want to go back.
It reminded me of Keith Green. You remember he's like, eating leeks and onions by the Nile.
Yeah.
Oh, what breath.
You're
We're dining out in style.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, but also in the same, when I was driving up and I was sitting there thinking about it, and I'm like, it's the right thing. It really, it truly is. All the affirmations that some of the messages I got the day of, getting ready to like even the day that I was my last day at my own company, and I get a message from you that morning, like absolutely the perfect time.
Yeah. I made you cry. I made Big Daddy cry.
I was sitting there emotional anyway, and I was like, okay, this is it, And then I get a message from Rick, and it's like a perfect timing.
Yeah, I said, I hope you have a great first day. And I wanted him to take a picture on his porch before he went to school,
That's actually, that would be technically twice. The last day I was actually turning my stuff in.
Yeah.
You texted me. And then the morning I got up, the first day at work, I got a text from him.
This is what you do when you love somebody.
I should have
Everybody take
texted.
notes. Take notes.
See, the thing is, on Monday, I thought about you, but I was like, oh, it's Labor Day. He's probably not starting his new job today.
Well, not Monday, but it was Tuesday.
And then but then I should have sent a text at the time because then I didn't do it on Tuesday because just life jumped in,
No, sorry.
And no, but that sucks because in reality, it's not the thought that counts. It's the moment of being there for a person that you care about that counts.
Right.
And I should have just sent you the text Monday anyway.
Yeah. Well,
when I was thinking
I
about
totally
it.
suck.
So
I
suck it,
didn't
guys.
send anything at all.
Yeah, Cherrie doesn't do crap
I'm so
for any of us,
sorry.
so suck it.
That's not true. Hold on a minute.
You live in Maine now.
I may not always text or whatever, but I am always thinking of y'all.
Oh, I know.
I really am.
I'm just
I have that
playing.
thing that babies have.
Yeah.
Once you leave, I have no idea you exist.
Yes.
It's not.
Out of sight, out of mind.
It's not personal.
Yeah.
Life
And
just
it
keeps
has
moving,
not
don't
developed
it?
object permanence yet.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
We're hoping someday soon.
Yeah. I
If
mean,
the pills work.
So yeah, it's a big
don't.
deal for me. Big event, but I'm going to love it. I think it's going to be great.
the two things that came out of which I think are incredible is number one, I have a beach place to go to now.
Oh yeah,
Right?
Oh, you know what? It
So
didn't
do you,
quite
Andy.
occur to me.
yeah. Bring it.
See, the Burros can go to the ocean now and hang out with Big Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
And I also have an extra bedroom for him to come up and stay in the mountains,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, look,
So when he
yeah.
wants to ride the tail of the dragon in Graham County, you can come
Yeah.
up, crash at the house, ride the tail of the dragon. I will keep my tail at the house.
Riding a
don't-
recliner.
Yeah. I tell everybody that I was having dinner at Don and Judy's the other night. This is my in-laws. And I said, I got to get up there. I got to put a rear end in. And he goes, what are you working on? I said, rear end in my recliner? Because I'm watching Wednesday. I got sucked into Wednesday.
Oh.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Now, are you on season
I
one?
haven't seen the new. Isn't something dropped like
second
yesterday?
season. Yeah, second season
I
is
haven't
out.
seen this.
So
I haven't
it's
seen
good.
Season,
It's worth
season
watching.
two's been out for a
yes.
while. We're on
Alrighty.
like episode 4.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
not as excited about season 2 so far as I was season 1.
No. Season 1 by far is better.
Yeah.
I'm a little divided. I need to see what dropped yesterday, because something dropped yesterday. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of ready for it though.
Yeah, look, it is for whomever, but it kind of gives me the old Harry Potter feels.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah,
Oh.
totally.
Absolutely. I
You
think that's
know?
the point. I think it wants
It is.
that.
It's like the
wants that for
Nevermore
you.
is like Hogwarts and
Yeah.
then the students and all the different
but it's
powers.
more modern and
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
get into some anime. There's a lot of magical schools in anime.
Eh.
And you
I
know
do
how
cartoons.
like
So
every
many.
year, like you got a different defense against the dark arts teacher, and like this one, you get a new principal.
Yeah.
And it's Steve Buscemi, which
he's
I think
doing
he's
great.
a phenomenal
he's doing
actor.
Great. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I love that
Yeah,
guy.
he's
Steve
amazing.
Buscemi.
He is. So, but it's actually. Have you watched it? Have you guys?
Started a little bit of it, but I never really got into it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's actually really good. Her dance that went viral. I have watched it like a million times. I love that dance. It was really smart.
Yeah.
It's very, very
Apparently,
fun.
she just came up with it.
She worked on it the night before it was
Yeah.
time.
Like she just
It's
came up
very
with it.
smart.
It was.
She picked out like goth dances in particular. She actually did an homage to the original Wednesday from back in the day. Like but she put that together herself.
Yeah.
That was not choreographed for her.
Yeah.
And I know that because I watched an interview with her on Jimmy Fallon right after because it was so viral. But she was like, "Yeah, I just kind of came up with that." And I was like, "That was brilliant."
I spend too
It was
much time
pretty
watching
awesome.
TLC, 90 Day Fiance, The Love the Other Way.
Oh my gosh.
My girlfriend, she loves that stuff. And
Oh,
so I'm getting.
Did she move with you?
No, but there's potential.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I took Rodney with me, and I don't watch Trailer Park Boys with him.
That is a solo venture.
Yes.
I swear. Yeah, I've had several boyfriends that love that show.
He turns
I'm
it
like,
on
you
for the
can just
dog.
watch it.
while we're
Childish
gone.
minds.
I'm like, and then you wonder why she misbehaves.
That guy in Trailer Park Boys that's also isn't he in that thing on HBO that's about the religious family?
I don't know.
what's that stupid one?
You're not talking about Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah. Isn't that the same guy that
I have no idea. I've never watched Trailer Park Boys.
People have suggested that to me 1,000 times in my life, and I just like that guy's humor is hard for me, even when I can recognize it is well written. Which I do, but it's not for me.
Right. I'm not really into the Canadian humor. I don't know why. It's something about their humor.
Letterkenny,
we're gonna have to have a talk, sir.
Your
No,
mind.
I haven't seen that, but I have heard about it.
Dude,
Although
you just watch the first 3 episodes of Letterkenny. You can watch it all, but the first 1 to 3 episodes are a tour de force.
you are gonna die.
I'll check it out.
Letterkenny. Now, once probably like season 3 or 4, when it went off the rails into Hockey Land, I stopped watching it because I have to go learn a whole new language just to watch this series,
same.
and I don't care.
And they get into like a little more Canadian specific humor.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But but the first couple of seasons, maybe the first 3 seasons of Letterkenny, I'm telling you right now,
I've heard that. I just haven't
stuff.
watched it yet, but I've heard it. It's on
we should
Netflix,
have a
right?
watch party.
I think the first episode is like Shakespearean. The writing is
that good?
That
It
good.
was
Wow.
so
Yeah, it's
good.
so
It
good.
is so clever.
Have you guys ever watched Tires? Have you heard of Tires?
Yeah, that's
It's
I
Shane
Shane
Gillis.
Yep.
Shane Gillis's Netflix show. It's actually pretty good. But anyway, I digress. So, I guess last week we had Ralph and Sarita here, and they talked about where they were, what the podcast meant to them and where they were heading, and if there was anything that was positive in your life or negative in your life, whatever it was. There's a little bit of both, and how about you, Tiziana? What do you think? What did the Burros mean to you?
Oh my gosh, how much time do I have?
You've got 25 seconds.
This is so crazy. I mean, we talked, so I'm
You're
just going to
being
give
too
you a
much,
recap
right?
because a couple of years, we did this last year.
Yeah.
Or the year before,
Just
we
talking
sat
about-
down and did
yeah.
anniversary
We do it annually.
show and
We
what
talk
this
about
meant
it.
for you.
Yeah.
And there was a period of time in my life where I was at home with this tiny little baby, my firstborn, and then pregnant with the second one. And this show is kind of my lifeline to reality and to other people. Because if it wasn't for listening to the show or coming down and having conversations and feeling like I was a part of something outside of just wiping butts and nursing,
Yeah.
there was some pretty deep depressions that I did not sink down into
Yeah. Wow.
because there was something else that I was doing with my life. I felt like motherhood and stay-at-home motherhood is extraordinarily beautiful and lovely and wonderful, and it is also unbearably lonely sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that lots of people now recognize is not something that mothers were ever meant to do solo the way that we do it now. Women were always in community and raising children as a team. And so now that we're living in these sort of nuclear families, and my parents still work, my mother-in-law still works. My mother was incredibly helpful. I wouldn't have been able to do any of it without her, but she also still has a job.
Right.
She's not there every day. She still has her own life too,
Sure.
and she still lives an hour away,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And so, having something where I felt seen and that I felt like I still mattered, that the world wasn't just passing me by while I was just in a cave of dirty diapers by myself, was really important.
Well, I got to tell you that, and I don't mean this negative towards anyone in here, but you're a beast when it comes to research, and you absolutely freaking bring it. And if people want to argue their point, that's fine, but you're coming ready to go. You've got stacks of books. You're well studied. You've thought it out.
She was the only one that would really bring books.
That's what I'm saying. She really put in the effort. It
Brought
was
them out.
very
I loved-
noticeable.
Yep.
You were speaking about it. Yes, you were passionate about it, but you had facts behind it. And you stood your ground, and you your homosexuality or your same-sex activity one, however you want to call it.
Yeah,
in the Bible.
I'm not a super stickler about it.
But I'm just saying, whatever you call it, like that,
Yeah.
to put that much effort into it, and regardless of how it turned out in your mind in the
Yeah.
end, regardless.
Yeah, sure.
You laid it out what you believed, and you worked really hard on that. And you've worked hard on every single one that you
I
do.
loved
And-
every one of the episodes.
I
you
had to
did.
meet Colby Martin last weekend too, which is one of the guys who wrote the book Clobber that I used as a big reference.
Wow,
for that
yeah,
too,
I
which
remember
is
that
really
book.
wild.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite things that we ever did as a group was the Dan McClellan episode where we actually got to sit down and have dinner with the dude and get to talk
That
to
was
him.
cool, yeah.
And that was just, it was killer. And so I want you to know how much I appreciate all the hard work you did. It meant a lot to me. And you guys need to go over to Notes from the Other Side. You need to go to her Patreon page. You need to help support her. I'm going to shift some money from Burros over to Notes from the other side. We're going to push. I want you to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Working hard.
I mean, I do too. Yeah, it's funny. It's like I feel like I've been walking to school with my big brother every day, but now I have to go by myself.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean.
That's a very sweet way to put it, though.
But you're good at it.
Well, but you're still going to be there. But it's just like, like sometimes being a part of Burros is part of what like kind of also motivates me to keep doing my work and like to keep paying attention and stuff. And topics that are brought up here and things that are brought up here would make me go, oh yeah, let me go look at that. I want to talk more about that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to have to do that work like on my own now.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Well, the big brothers are still
Well,
here.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
You can absolutely send messages and ask Rick or Cherrie or Billy or anybody if they want to join. I don't know about Billy. I don't know if he does Zoom, but I guess you could learn, right?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, absolutely.
Zoom right over here.
But I mean, we're still going to be connected. It's just not going to be the same. We won't be in studio.
And I'll have to spend more time because that's like what it's going to wind up being is I need to actually the time is now for me to actually start putting more time and energy into Notes.
Yeah.
And making sure that I'm promoting each episode with, social media content. And I used to write a blog post and then for every episode that I did, but it's like it'll be time now.
My boyfriend's ex-girlfriend is one of the most fascinating and fun blogs you will ever read.
Oh, well, thank you.
They're hilarious.
And it's all on one site.
They make me
it's
laugh
all at
out
one
loud.
spot now. It's all in one time. So it's nftos.net.
Yep.
Notes from the other side, nftos.net. And so the blog is there, the podcast is there, links to all my social medias and the Patreon is there.
If you want to laugh
Pretty
out
soon
loud,
my kids album that's coming out will be there.
It's so funny. It makes me laugh so hard.
I just need the link. I'm not good at looking stuff up.
nftos.net.
We'll text it to you,
Thank
Cherrie.
you. That's what I need.
I'll put it in the show notes for all of you who want to go and check out our website.
Yeah.
She's on anywhere you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. But it's been an honor to be able to work with you and do all this stuff. And we'll continue. It's not like I'm going away. I mean,
I know.
It's just different now.
We'll never see him again.
Never.
I know.
1 pound at a time.
What?
You're just going to disappear.
He's half the man he used to be.
I know. I used to
goodness.
say, that's how much my left butt cheek weighs. I used to say that all the time. I still do. So, Cherrie, how about you?
I started out great. And then I think, honestly, I fell off 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I felt like a tumbleweed, just picking up cactus burrs along the way.
Yeah.
But at least along the way, I was still able to attend some. And then finally being able to leave and go to Maine, I've been able to listen more. And funny enough, we were listening to one of the episodes. I don't remember which one it was. But we were in the car and we were arguing. Rodney and I were arguing about which direction to turn to be able to go where we need to go. And at the same moment, the episode that we were listening to, y'all were all talking about me being in Maine and how happy Rodney and I seem to be.
That's awesome.
But honestly, through all of it, whether I was here and actually able to attend or I was going through whatever I was going through of my own, being able to pick it up and find something in my life that was familiar and consistent was a blessing.
Oh,
wow.
It was a blessing for me. And so I can still, even though I may have heard certain episodes, I still can go back and listen to them over and over again and still enjoy them just as much.
That was our purpose, wasn't it, Billy? To record them so we'd always be able to remember what we studied and what we talked about. And it's nice to have that. It's like a legacy to left behind for my kids too, if they ever want to know what their old man thought, because it's not like my kids come up to me and say, so Dad, tell me about the Bible. They don't want to know. And so if I'm gone and they ever want to know, then all I have to do is turn it on and I'll tell them and I love you kids, just so you know, no matter what, I love you no matter what.
Actually, some of the things I didn't want to know that you just kept talking.
Yeah.
Do we want to discuss the Olivet Discourse?
So let's sing the song. I'm going to sing the song. I added new lyrics. It's the end of the world as we know it. Just kidding. I'm just fine, though. I am just fine. Yeah, I mean...
You just got back from working on the temple, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I mean... I just got done listening to a sermon about the 4 cornerstones that are already built over there.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about that.
We talked about that last time. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Yeah, it's too bad.
Have they started sacrificing yet?
Yes, they already sacrificed the one Red Bull.
I thought I had heard that they had started sacrificing.
Yep. Red Bull gives you wings.
32 ounce. Bam.
If it's a part of rebuilding the temple, then it gives us all wings, apparently.
It does. See, the whole idea.
Right, Andy, right.
The red heifer has been sacrificed. They're getting the ashes ready, which means that they have to have a holy war, and they have to destroy all of the Muslims and the Golden Dome of the Rock. And
so it's going to get busy.
Oh, it's going to get nuts. It's going to get nuts, and the Christians are going to be just as much a part of it because they're trying to,
usher in the end of the world.
Super speed up Jesus coming back because they have that kind of control.
Speed run the end of the world.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my favorite part.
Dude, I mean, you can listen to them on their...
Christians are in charge of that.
They're on the radio like, getting the gospel to the world so that Jesus will come back sooner. And it's like...
destroy it.
and then kill millions of Jews. Like, that's what we want. And it's like, what is wrong with you? For real. Like, this is insane.
Rick's going out with a bang.
Hey,
he's like,
I'm sorry. I hate it for you. Dispensationalism can go straight to hell. That's where it came from.
Can't we just wait and see how this Trump thing pans out before we blow everything up?
Listen, but our nation is right now, like, it's a total crap show. But the only reason that it is because all this information is in front of us all the time. And when I go back and I read old newspapers, because when I'm doing research and stuff, especially about towns or whatever, and it's like, it was going on back then. You just slow read it.
Yeah.
But I read, this is true. It says that information comes at us now. It's like our grandparents at the age we are now. It's like them reading 157 newspapers a day.
Wow.
That's how much information.
Yes.
That was the statistic that I read online, so therefore it's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Unvetted and unexamined, but 100%
you can take
correct.
that to the bank.
Yeah.
But, I wouldn't cash the check.
I think just your example is very illuminating.
Yeah.
And that you learned a bullshit thing from the internet.
Well, let me put it to you this way. If you turn on TikTok and you swipe, how many times do you think you swipe in an average 1 hour?
Is it news?
Oh.
Is that news?
But listen, it is. It is news. You're taking something in as some people are taking it in as entertainment. Some people are getting weird watching something.
I mean, literally, the TikToks, like what is
they're not
the
news.
I think
frequency?
It depends on
what is
your
the frequency?
algorithm is
Because
giving you. Yeah.
I'm getting I get jokes, I get dances, I get new. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I get a
yeah.
lot of science.
Did he say nude?
Nudes.
Almost.
Nudes.
That's a totally
Nudes.
different
Yeah.
website.
Did you say nudes?
For that?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I mean,
so
I would say my
think
Instagram is
what I'm
definitely
saying
like that,
is,
though.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is they're making that assumption like everything that hits your face
Yes.
is like news and not entertainment.
Yeah.
That's the only way that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I thought the headlines were always news and entertainment.
Listen, I am talking, I have conversations with Holly. Obviously, I talk a lot. And my phone,
By yourself.
like, all the ads match everything I just talked about.
Yeah. Totally.
Like, all of them. And it's like, all right, so it really is listening, and I understand that. And these cameras probably really are filming. It's not conspiracy anymore. It's real. You actually sign on to it. It reminds me of that South Park episode where they, oh no, Caillou, you signed, the terms and conditions of Apple. That's why, it's the end of the world.
Oh, what was that? Disney, somebody died. Oh, Lord, I don't remember the story. Somebody died somehow in a way that they sued Disney because he worked for him or something. I don't remember. But they had Disney Plus, and Disney's lawyers tried to use the terms of service in their Disney Plus subscription to claim that them having signed that waived Disney's liability in this case of death.
Wow, did it work?
No.
Good.
No.
But hey, you can't blame him for trying.
I can though.
You can.
I can.
And I will.
Yes.
Wow.
But
That's a real thing. I've messed up the details, but the overarching thing is
that's
true.
wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. Well, how about you, Big Daddy?
I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It all started on a joke,
It really did.
didn't
Yeah,
it?
you didn't
Yeah.
exist.
I know.
Yeah.
They all said
I
they
was a-
didn't think that he existed.
I was
They thought
a
I was full of
figment.
it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, they were like, that's so sus. That's sus.
That's
They
what
were.
Sarita
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, that's sus.
Yep.
Big Daddy Carter.
Yeah. It's the whole. Yeah, it's changed my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put a lot more miles on your truck.
on all the trucks I've had, all the vehicles. Yeah, I put a lot more miles, a lot more gas spent. Made a best friend out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Made some dearing friends out of it. Made a big life change here recently, attributed to part of all of this. Yeah, just like you guys, it means the world to me.
Yeah.
It will always continue to mean the world to me. I'm not going to say that studying the Bible has always been a dearing, bright light of my life.
Yeah.
But it has changed my life in a positive way.
Mm-hmm.
When you really dig into the scriptures, and to the listener, I think that, hope that you know that, at least from my heart, that you may not agree with how I feel about it, but the way I explained it or tried to tell it was to do the best I could for you to hear me.
Yeah.
And that, maybe one day there's an opportunity to for dialogue or discourse, maybe at some point in time, to explain it all, versus just instantly disagreeing upon our views or upon what we thought about it.
Yeah.
Or how we can, in some cases we don't give you enough foundation to understand where we came from, because usually when we're doing a study or something like that, we're bringing a lot of stuff that we've, like Tiziana bringing books in, we bring a lot of knowledge from where we studied, and we don't bring a lot of foundation where we got there. We just brought it hot and heavy in the middle of everything. But to know that I tried my best to explain and be honest and caring about what I said, not to just create enemies.
Yeah. I mean, I think that I feel like we've done our job telling our audience that, from our perspective, that none of us actually have all of it correct. None of us do. We might think that we do at a time for a while, but then if you're open enough to be willing to learn, you'll learn like, oh, so that's what that Greek word meant? Oh, well, that changes it a bit. Or, oh, so that's what they did in that culture?
Crap, I got to read this whole thing again?
Yeah, it's like starting the Bible over and over and over. But to me, I feel like that's why his grace is sufficient, is because you're searching an unending, unbelievable God is what you're doing. You're going in, how marvelous and wonderous and incredible this God is. And if you're seeking him, I promise you found him. If you're seeking him, you found him, really. And you can rely on that, and that I hope that everybody knows that. I really do. I hope that our listeners understand his grace is sufficient. It truly is sufficient. If you don't have your eschatology like mine, I'm sorry, it's your problem. I'm just kidding. No, seriously. If your eschatology is different, if your soteriology is different, whatever it might be, I mean, you're going to learn. If you put any time into the scriptures, you're going to learn new things. And you might be surprised, if you want to hold on to tradition, hold on to it. It's your community. It's who you love. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's just when it starts hurting other people that I really want you to take a step back.
Right.
Stop hurting people.
That's it.
Just relax. Take a breath. And then also, I'll just say this and then we'll move on. I've been trying to tell everybody that Jesus taught primarily about love and faithfulness. And his love for the Father was so immense that it literally led him to his death. But ultimately, because he did it, God set him at the highest, gave him a name above every other name because of that love that he had shown to his people. And that's what he's called his believers to do. And that means loving people that are unlovable and loving people who don't want your love and loving people that want to hurt you and that hate you. And it is not, if it was easy, I think everybody would just do it, but it's not. And so
frequently people that need help are the most difficult about it. And
Yeah.
people that don't need help, very easy.
yeah,
People that need nothing from you,
yes,
yeah, no problems at all. Very,
Yeah.
very easy to get by on that.
absolutely. I mean, and that's my hope. My hope has been this whole time is that, the greatest commandments in the scriptures are always revolving around love, all of them. The two that answered the old, the one that answers the new, and to love one another as he loved us. Just go and look and see how he loved them. Just look at what he does.
Yeah.
And I know some people don't like to focus on that, but for me, man, it's enriched my life beyond measure. I can't tell you
You and I sat and talked about this the other day on the phone, and talking about sort of the ending of this, I can remember when I started at the episode 1 of the Burros, and kind of the ultimate goal and theme was to make change.
Mm-hmm.
The interesting thing is the Burros wanted to make change outside of this room that we're sitting in right now.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest change we made was inside the room.
Yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason, in my opinion, at this moment, why the Burros is at their last in-studio episode is because we've accomplished it. We have changed each other. We've changed ourselves. We've made that change. And now when you make that change, it's time to do the things that are deemed to be different.
Yeah. And I, in my heart, like, truthfully, I thought about this months ago. And it was really after Cherrie moved, and when Sarita won the election, and then Ralph's wife got sick. And I was like, this is my family, and people are going to go do life, and I just don't want to do this without them. And I was thinking about bringing on new people, and I was very close to going with that idea. And then it hurt my heart. It bothered me. And I was like, no, we've done what we need to do, and we're all going. And then when Rick said he was leaving, that was the nail in the coffin. So thanks a lot, you son. No, I'm just kidding. But
That's what your
truthfully-
best friend has to say about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and that is the reality, is that, Rick Carter has become like my best friend.
That's awesome.
Let me say it like this. Whenever we were flying back from Montana and we got stuck, like we were on this plane for 12 hours for a 4-hour flight. And we were flying into Charlotte. We were going to miss our connecting flight. And I had put something on Facebook about it. I was like, all these people down here are pissed. I'm just observing.
There was a woman that had gotten kind of irate a little bit.
Very irate. And then she ended up going off the plane. And then when she left and a couple other people left, they made us all get off the plane and take our luggage off. And then we had to go check back in on the same plane. They didn't update the refreshments or anything. So we're going to fly we were supposed to fly from Bozeman to Charlotte. And instead, because of the delay and because the pilot had timed out, they flew us to Fort Worth, Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth. It's like, well, we're going to get you part of the way there. And it's like, okay, so that you can make other connecting flights. Well, we didn't have any, so we were kind of stuck. And whenever we were flying back to Charlotte, I looked at Holly and I said, you want to know what's really wild? She said, what? And I said, if I were to text Rick Carter right now, he would be in Charlotte by the time we got there. Without a question. And she said, he would. And I was like, we're not texting Rick Carter because it's late. And I was like, no. I said, we'll get an Uber. When I landed and my phone came on, he had texted me. Now I'm going to cry. And he was like, I'm coming to get you when you want me to be there.
Aww.
Oh, that is, yeah.
And by the way, I think you guys know that he would have been.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
He just drove 4 hours to be up here with us.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it.
That's the kind of friends that I want in my life. The kind of people that love you and want to be there for you no matter what.
Yeah.
So if you ever get in trouble, Rick, you know who to call.
Yeah, man. Same here.
Call Billy Kimzey.
Yep.
I was going to say.
The Rick and Rick
Yeah.
show.
Not me. Yeah.
No, but for real. I mean,
that's really sweet.
and that's
done
true
for
for
anybody.
all of you here.
Anybody,
It's true
yeah.
for all of you here.
If anybody here ever wants to get into trouble,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
might be
Call
able to help.
Andy.
Yeah,
Call Andy.
I'll give it a go.
But for real, I mean it to all of you.
Yeah.
I'm going up to visit Cherrie in November.
I was going to say, I know you and I have been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
And even times that you shouldn't have been there for me, you have.
Oh.
Just saying.
You've never done anything to me, Cherrie.
I've not been a good person
Well,
the whole time. And
yeah.
I'm not going to even say
Is it okay, since we're on our last episode and it's can we at least just tell the audience the catalyst for why? Okay.
No.
Huh?
I'm just kidding.
You don't want me to?
No, I mean, well, it was all kinds of things.
Yeah.
It was all kinds of things. I think I was coming, like when you first invited me, I didn't have children I was raising.
Right.
Remember? Because
Yeah.
I was at the beach and we hit, I listened to this podcast and I listened to it the whole way home. It was great. And my life just slowly started,
Yeah.
And then after getting kids and feeling,
Grandchildren.
yeah,
Yeah. Having to raise your grandchildren.
raising my grandchildren for the reasons that I was having to
Right.
raise them for. which is interesting, because you're dealing with addiction your whole life. You're never had any issues with any type of addiction before, other than external from other people.
Yeah.
So you're carrying that burden. And then, unfortunately, we had the death of my stepson, Cody.
Yeah. And that really is the big one.
So,
that was rough.
and then Rodney and I had some personal issues.
Yes.
And when Rodney and I had our personal issues, that was probably like the icing on the cake. Like I just snapped, and to go from dealing with dealing with an external addiction to pretty much dealing with an internal addiction and drinking the way that I was, and just being so chaotic and angry, and I can't even I don't even know where the words are to explain how you mentally feel.
Yeah.
It's just not
From look, and I'll just say this as you've always been a dear friend, always. You're like a sister to me, but like I was watching it from the outside, and you're like one of the most rock solid people. You're just rock solid. Everybody else's lives are going to hell, and you are the stalwart rock everybody relies on. And after Cody passed and everything that went down right after that, I saw you start to crumble, and there was nobody there to pick you up.
Yeah.
And that was the hardest part to watch, is that because everybody had always relied on you. And so I could see it, but there was nothing that could be really said. And so that's when prayer was the only thing that I had. That's
to be
all I knew.
honest, with the personality that I have,
Mm-hmm.
everyone that even attempted to try and reason with me at that point, or help me, or pick me up, I just lashed out at them. I didn't. It's almost like I wanted to kind of be like Job in the ashes, but I wanted to throw them on everybody,
Right,
and just
right.
be like, get away from me.
Mhm.
Like, leave me alone. Like, if I die here,
Mhm.
so be it.
I remember the conversation you and I had, and I was like, well, how do you feel about the Lord? And you're like, I really don't care right now. And I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I've been there, but at least you're honest enough to say it out loud.
I went to church this week.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've been back to church in 2 years, really.
Yeah.
And I had to go in my gross basement that I had to come home and clean out because I had taken my church clothes. I stuffed them in trash bags.
Mm-hmm.
I remember throwing them down the stairs and saying, I'm never going again.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
Yeah. I was just so mad and angry.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm thankful for those that did pray for me. And I'm thankful for a God that never gave up on me.
Right.
Mm.
And through all of that, when there was no one else physically here that could reason with me or even get me to hear anything,
Mm-hmm.
I could still hear him even when I didn't want to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he picked me up and he took me to Maine
Mm-hmm.
and he has blessed me.
Yeah.
And I definitely do not deserve that. And as far as,
Yeah, you do.
no,
Yeah, you do.
you're not in my head.
Yes, you do.
You would probably jump out of there if you got in there.
I struggle with the word deserve because I don't think anybody deserves anything the way that people use the word. I think it's a completely bullshit word.
Like, if I
what,
looked at
what
you,
do you
Andy,
deserve?
If I took you outside, in my mind, when I think of deserve,
Uh-huh.
okay, and if you
I think it desserts.
did were a very good person to me, and I took you out there and I drug your face through the gravel, and then I took you out on the road and I ran you over enough, but I didn't kill you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then after every mistreatment and every horrible torture that I could have done to you, you stand up and you're like, Cherrie, let's go in the house and have a cup of coffee. Well, to be honest, in my mind, I don't deserve you inviting me into your life.
See, that's
or
my
anything
problem.
else.
I don't know what that word means.
I
Does
guess
that
it's
mean
a
that
perception, you know?
That you earned it?
No,
Yeah, see,
not
that's
that
my
I earned
problem.
it.
What does deserve even mean? It's a terrible word. People use it to negotiate all sorts of lies on their own behalf, whether it's to hurt themselves or to put themselves above other people. It's an awful word, and it's never used. Well, occasionally you'd be like, you deserved that, and that's a positive thing.
Yeah.
But a frequent use I hear of deserve is people using it against themselves or against others. And you're just like, I don't even know what it means to deserve something. You cannot. Does it mean that you're owed it? Because I hear that a lot. And that's kind of like the insinuation there. Like you're not owed the good favor. I don't
think we're owed anything ever, you know?
Right.
But
that's
I think
kind of my point.
From one human to another, I think each of us should treat each other in a respectful way. Unfortunately, we are human and we don't, and it's okay. But there comes a point in time with the perception and the way something is said and presented, it's a communication thing. Like if I say I don't deserve it, it's because I didn't put myself out there on a level to hold integrity, to be a good person to you, even when you were still being a good person to me. Does that make sense?
I understand. I just think that the definition for that word is so flexible that it makes the word, not the world. It makes the word kind of unusable, right? I don't care if you wake up every day and you just like, you go to school, you work super hard, you do all the right things, you're a nice person, and you don't get a job and you're like, I deserved that job. I worked for it. You're like, that's not how it works. You didn't deserve that job. All you did was increase the odds of getting it. Mm-hmm. And that works in the reverse too.
That's kind of like there's no fair fighting.
Right.
She had increased her odds for you not wanting to have any coffee with her that day.
Probably.
And so whenever you decided to have coffee, she felt good about the fact that you were willing to do that.
Yeah. No, I understand the concept.
Like, I didn't bring anything to the table in that relationship.
I just don't like the word.
Other than abuse.
I find it so infrequently
used.
And
so you felt like because you brought nothing in that relationship but abuse towards God, you didn't deserve God having favor on you.
Yeah.
And I would say what you brought to God was honesty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it matters because it wasn't for you to decide if you deserve things from other people.
You're right. You don't get to decide that.
Or God.
Whether you're good to somebody or whether you're not, they're going to treat you how they want to. Whether you earned it or didn't earn it, deserve it, don't. I mean, you know, that's the way it's going to go. But for me, I know in my heart that like if we were married and I dogged you to the bone, but you stayed in that marriage, it's because you chose to, not because I earned it, not because I deserved it. It's because you as a person decide to do that.
I decided that it was worth it or whatever.
And I don't get to decide which way you go with that. I mean, I can decide to leave, but then I have to leave you.
It's kind of like, I mean, I don't want to reduce this to animals, dogs, whatever, but if you can imagine you, Andy, how you take in foster animals, you know, and these animals, some of them have been abused or beaten or whatever. And you've given them a place to live. And even though they may snap at you or they may act a different way, because you're this steady, stable thing, eventually they can get to some state of normalcy where they feel stable. And it acts like a pet now. It's not kind of a feral animal or whatever. You know, that's how I feel sometimes as a human when we talk about God, like, you know, this immense love despite how flawed that I feel and I know, and it's like it's unending, it's unceasing, and it's the word deserve just comes up because you just feel like I deserve to be punished for the way that I've been acting towards others and other people and things. Like I deserve punishment, but
I think
I'm not receiving it.
If I could like strike that word from the record permanently,
deserve.
I don't think we'd miss it.
Yeah,
I really don't.
And this is why we love Andy for these.
That's right.
These talks that he brings in.
Yeah.
It's like a thing.
It's the only reason I love Andy.
It is a beautiful thing because think about it. If we all sat in here and agreed with each other and thought exactly the same.
Yeah, what a boring show.
You know, like I told my grandkids the other day, I said, when you open your box on your crayon box, do you want all white crayons or all black crayons or all red crayons? No, you enjoy the fact that you open up that box and you get different crayons. You have a variety and you get to pick from those. So it's beautiful to be able to agree, disagree, whatever, with other people so you can feed each other.
Yeah.
You know,
but at no point did you ever deserve those crayons. I just want you to know.
Yeah. I had earned my crayons. I can draw. I mean, so for me, I really am saddened at the time that I wasted being there. Unfortunately, I don't think I honestly could have helped it, which is such a weird thing for me to accept because of how pissed off and angry I was at all the addicts in my life.
Yeah.
For all the years that I had dealt with them. And to turn around, like I said, I don't drink, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I gained a lot of weight from drinking, but I don't drink now. And looking at it from a different
From the internal view.
Yeah. Like having to face people now that I once had a judgment for, to have to stand there and go, yeah.
Oh, now I know.
Oh, now I know. So I guess even through all the crap you go through and things that you don't expect, and God blesses you that way too, because he maybe has to take those times to open your eyes for you to be more loving to each other and understand each other instead of so judgmental, even when you don't think you are being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was going to ask a little bit, just kind of from, was it educational in a way?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Not in a negative way, but I mean.
Yeah, after it all, you know, finally, I mean, when you stay so bitter for so long and you have to put on a mask and you have to keep holding it together and you finally get to a point where you just really can't.
Right.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
It's ugly.
Yeah. It's like going even through what I'm going through right now with this big change in my mind is teaching me something.
Yeah.
I'm learning something about myself. And that I, you know, the things that I can do that I didn't think I could do.
We're getting to that age too where like learning and big change, you're just like, oh, I don't wanna.
I think it gets harder for us as we get older.
Get a new phone.
Big
Yeah.
time.
We get more insecure with it. Yeah.
A new phone. I hate that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
You know what I
hate
hate
a
worse
new
than that
phone.
is whenever my debit card gets hacked and then I have to reapply my new debit card number to all of my online accounts. It's brutal. I hate it with my
you
whole
just
heart.
let them expire and figure out which ones you actually wanted.
Well, then you just steal somebody else's identity and take
especially
their
when
debit
you-
cards.
That's a good idea. That's a good
Especially when
idea.
you gave that credit card number to that person to try to get that $1 million that you
Yeah.
you needed. And just-
Man.
Awful.
As somebody who's made like 2 reasonably big moves in their life, I think moving way away from where you are and changing things, it's something everybody should do.
I think so, yes. Once in your life, you should.
Oh, man.
At
'Cause
least.
If you want to change as a person, it is nearly impossible to do standing in the place where you are the person you want to leave behind.
Yeah.
It's
I don't-
so
Yeah.
hard.
You're right. You were so right.
And it was, you know, to be honest, where I was at, it literally was, it was going to kill me. It was
It's tough,
going
but
to
it's
kill
a
me.
good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. Is your soap doing its job, or is it just pretending to be clean while secretly plotting to dry out your elbows? Be honest. If your soap came from a gas station or smells like floor cleaner, we need to talk. Halfback Mountain Soaps is what happens when real people say, hey, what if soap didn't suck? No harsh chemicals, no weird aftersmell, just shea butter, coconut oil, olive oil, and real essential oils that smell like actual things, like lemongrass and mountain streams, not Cool Power Surge or Arctic Wolf Explosion. And when you order 5 bars, they throw in a free wooden soap dish, because nothing says fancy like a bar of soap on a little wooden throne. Free shipping if you spend $75, which is just a couple days worth of coffee you spilled on yourself anyway. So go to halfbackmountainsoap.com and smell like a person and not like regret. Well, you know, I've got a business and I can't sell it yet, so I'm stuck. So that
Same.
sucks
Don't you
to
work
be
from
me.
home, Rick?
Same.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, you're not working from home
You
anymore?
No,
going
I'm
in?
not anymore. No, I'm
Oh.
going to the office every day now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say,
When
well,
did
if you
that
work from
change?
home, that can make it a little more
It changed
flexible.
whenever I had to lay off 7 people because we had another downturn thanks to the knife economy. It's been brutal. Yeah, that happened
sorry.
today.
Wow.
Happened today. Yep, I've just learned how to take it on the chin. As a matter of fact, I was talking to my business partner. I said, have you ever thought, you know, if this thing fails, at least we get to be released of all this bull? You know,
Yes.
like we don't have it hanging over our head anymore. Like, yeah, you can always want your money. That's fine. You want it now and you can want it next month too. Like, that's okay. You know, but that I've been
my
really
stress
trying
is
hard.
gone.
Like, I'm really trying hard to get that for you. But if it doesn't materialize, I guess you'll write this off next year. But just so you guys know, but, you know, I'm fighting like hell to keep all this together.
Yeah.
But there's that moment where you feel like,
Yeah.
I'm going to let it all go. But I'm not.
Yes.
But I'm going to be the responsible guy.
Yes.
But I've got people counting on me, so I've got to stay.
It's kinda like
that's
holding-
the biggest thing.
If I didn't have
You know,
people with families, but I did learn something. I asked the guys. I had the whole, all guys and gals, all of them. I said, I'm going to have to lay off 7 people. If there's anybody in this business that's willing to take a voluntary layoff, it will be considered a temporary layoff. Like, we'll bring you back when business turns around. I do have a big thing coming in December, but it's September, right? So like, I got to get to that point, but I'm very excited about what's coming. I'm getting into medical, parts manufacturing, and we've got the certifications and all this stuff is happening. It's really cool, but we're just not there yet. But I said that to him, and I had 4 people that came up to me and said, get rid of me before you get rid of somebody with kids.
Oh,
wow.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, that was the most unselfish thing. And it was, one of them really surprised me. I was very surprised. But he came right up to me and he's like, listen, he said, there are people in here that have families. I will figure it out. Please keep them.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was like, wow, I'm bringing you back.
Yeah, you're the number one at the top.
You know
of
what
the
I'm
list of
saying?
people
Like, I'm bringing
calling
you
in
back
December.
because you not only do you care about your job, but you care about the people who work here.
Yeah.
You care about their humanity.
Yeah.
That was precious. I've got a really good team. That's what breaks my heart about it.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, it does. But
Well,
this
that
is,
says a lot about their boss man too. I mean,
And the
yeah,
environment you
Jason's
created.
a great guy. No, I'm just kidding. No, I actually am the one who always have to drop the hammer in this partnership. He has difficulty with big crowds, and even though he knows them, he just has difficulty with it. And so I'm kind of the bad cop. I'm always the bad cop, and he's the good cop. They're like, we love Jason. He's a sweet man. It's like, y'all can go straight to hell and get to work.
You love that paycheck, don't you?
Yeah. I ain't gonna sign that one. But I mean, it's all this heaviness, like you guys are talking about, like in life, and just whether you deserve it or you don't deserve it or whatever. I mean, that's what I've been trying to tell everybody for so long, is that, I mean, his mercy endureth forever.
Yeah.
He doesn't say his mercy endureth for a time. It says his mercy endureth forever. And it says it over and over and over and over and over and over. We are the ones that want to drive each other to hell.
Yeah.
We're the ones who want to torture each other forever because of what we feel.
And
I'm sorry, that's not where it's coming
trying
from.
to hold the gate. We're trying to close the gate
That's
off
right.
from people
Mhm.
when it's basically a universal statement.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. And Rick and I talked about it today. I'm sorry, but the church has literally set up synagogues all over the country, and they have started creating a system like they had in the time of Jesus. That's what they've done.
I don't want to. Can I do it?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell people where to go watch it.
No, you sure?
Go ahead.
There's I think probably one of the most strongest videos I've seen.
I will put it in the show notes because you gave it to me, and I'll link it in the show notes, guys.
There's a podcaster called Sean Ryan. You may have heard of him. He's pretty big right now. He just did an interview with a gentleman. Let me real quick bring it up so I can quote it easily. Nathan Apfel, Apfel, and it's called the Inside the Dark World of Megachurches and Corrupt Pastors.
Sounds like what
That
you and I
doesn't
talk
even
about.
sound like
Yeah.
something we want to watch.
Tiziana.
That's right up my alley.
That's what we talk about all the time. Yeah.
What was it? I'm going to write that down.
I'm into love, joy, peace, and happiness here.
We'll
I
text
don't
it
want
to
to watch
you.
that.
We'll text you the link.
We'll text you the link.
And guys, for those of you who want to watch it, it'll be in the show notes for you. You can click on it.
So Rick and I talk about this a lot of times, and we speculate very hard. You know that we do in this podcast, and I take a lot of information in and go through. I've even written basically a paper on some stuff that I see in the Bible.
It's not a paper; it's a book.
Well,
I thought he had
it's
said
like
he wrote
200
a book.
pages.
I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a freaking novel.
and
It's a really big piece of paper.
yeah, it's really big.
He used really small print too.
Yeah. So it really gets into the depth of basically the recreation of what the Bible is and what the times of Jesus is through our own establishment of what we call church today.
Yeah.
Tiziana has talked about it quite a bit in her discussions about the bad parts of church and the system that it's in.
Yeah, the high control. And
The high control and the
really, the high control and, kind of like the way that the Pharisees were about how they wore it a specific way, and what they do in the marketplace, and how people think about it and look at it, and what they consider to
Jesus
be
said,
holy. And
he said, unless you're, how did he say that?
Unless your righteousness exceeds that of the Pharisees, you'll in no wise see the kingdom of heaven.
Yes.
I mean, that's big.
That's
big.
And we've literally, in my opinion,
the only righteousness that you'll ever get that will exceed it is his.
That's it.
The only righteousness that you will ever achieve is the righteousness that he had. And that's the point. That's the point.
It is.
That's the point.
It's the point during that period of time that they needed to have. And it was... So anyway, not to spin off, is that this gentleman goes through and does some in-depth on different mega churches, and he also gets into the depth of the economy, the economic system that is developed through our government that's giving them basically free tax write-offs, and how they have built up and how they're connecting and interworking it, and once you get under the umbrella of the governmental identification of church, it becomes dark money. You never know where it goes. It's all up underneath that system.
I've made a joke about how easy it is to launder money through a church. Yeah, on this.
It's not a joke, though, I guess, huh?
So, no, it's like super easy to do. It's incredibly the easiest way to launder money probably possible.
Well, they're getting super efficient with it now.
Who's the guy that looks like Satan that has the plane?
Oh my gosh!
What's his name?
Kenneth Copeland.
Yes.
He's in that video.
They talk about him in the same way you said that.
Monster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
It's in the most recent one. I think it's
that's so funny.
Episode 233.
You know what's funny? Like we say it in the first episode and in the last episode. Kenneth Copeland can kiss my ass.
Nice bookends.
Shame on you.
That's how I hate it. He's stealing money from my great grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
that's not
he was a troubling
cool.
musician in the very beginning.
He was a what?
Well, it sounds like he's still troubling. Maybe not a musician anymore.
Was he?
Yes.
A struggling musician?
Struggling musician in the very beginning.
Yeah.
He's crazy looking.
Yeah.
He
looks horrible.
He gets into depth about the whole network system of him and some other people. And there was another mega church pastor that was raided by the FBI with the network system that he had in between, and how I'm telling you, if you care, it is heartbreaking to hear that. And you just released the first episode we did with Mike Miano.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he wanted about community, and I asked him, I said, can I ask you a hard question? I said, if community is important enough to you, are you willing to walk away from what you think is important? And it'd be the church. Because the church has been so corrupted and misused right now that it's not the church that we read in the Bible. It's become an economic structured system that it's coming with power and authority that's not the original church. The church is the people. It's always been the people. It's never been the economic system. And interesting thing is that when Jesus looked at the Pharisees about when they tried to capture him with money, he said, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. And even the church doesn't give to Caesar what is Caesar's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They withhold it. They become, as he states in there, they become a middleman in the economic system and say, we will disperse to Caesar what is Caesar. Just give it to us.
Mm.
Yeah. There you go. Is there any, before I'm going to.
Sorry.
No, it's great. I'm glad you shared it. I'm going to tell everybody like what I'm getting ready to get into, like after our studio stuff and the stuff that I'm working on going forward. Is there anything you guys want to share about anything that you guys got going on forward, or you got anything else you want to share before you say goodbye to this studio?
How about one thing we haven't heard from Mike?
Well, Billy did it last week, but you can do it again now. Billy, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess we have to go back and listen to last week.
Yeah.
What you think about it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, understood.
All right.
That'll do, donkey.
I mean, you can
That'll
tell them
do.
what they like, what the relationships to you meant,
Yeah, since we're the ones in this room today.
That's right.
Not the people that was here last week.
Oh, sorry.
The ones that you loved last week, do you love them as much as these people this week?
Absolutely. I have so much love.
All this love.
Well, of course, it's thank you, Rick, again, for you did all the legwork, the money, the finances, the email and everything. I just hung out. So it was funny because our first podcast, you were like, let's go talk about the Bible. And our first podcast, what was it called? It was like, God didn't create the earth. Yeah. We rolled in here and listened to you talk for 47 minutes.
So it said, who created the world?
Yeah, yes. Exactly.
Who created the world?
And it was on a Tuesday night because we used to do them on Tuesday nights. Right. And then we switched to Thursdays.
And our first one was Groundhog Day 2021.
Yes. Yep. It
wow.
Was, yeah. And so it was a little intense. I thought we was going to talk about like John 3:16 or Noah. But we covered a lot. And then you brought in Cherrie, and then I left a little while for softball, and then another Rick showed up. Like somebody spilled water on you. Like a gremlin.
Fed you after midnight and turned into this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, still recovering from that.
At one point in time, it felt like there were 17 people in here. So,
there was times we did.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it was part of my life. So, I am going to miss it. And like I said, I thank you. And I get what you were doing. You just want people to feel as loved and blessed as you are. You want the world to be a Woodstock minus the drugs and orgies, but
that's my favorite
not necessarily.
We just lost half the
not
crowd.
all of them.
Some orgy.
Yeah.
Don't take them all away.
Yeah.
No.
But no,
Be selective,
I
folks.
will definitely miss this because, like I said, it's part of my life.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And of course, I didn't make it all of them. I didn't contribute to a lot, but I had some, favorite ones and met a lot of interesting people.
His question of where do you go when you die?
Oh yeah,
yes.
Changed the world. It did,
and we still
don't know.
some
people's worlds.
I mean, we know where we're going, but we don't know what and I mean, and I've learned.
It just
a lot.
depends on which circle you're in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But,
if you're in the Reformed circle, they know exactly how it works. Okay,
but branching off that, it's like I lost my grandpa last year.
Yeah,
about this same time.
Yeah,
and so. I think if you and I remember that night, like I was gonna go see him.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go see him tomorrow. Well, tomorrow didn't come for him here.
Right.
So you better do it today. Enjoy life and live it like it's your last. Because you don't know.
Right.
We really don't know when we're leaving. And but anyway, I've just had I love all you guys.
Yeah.
A little family ship we got going here. It's really fun. So I'll miss it. So
and I think
I do hope like whatever you're going forward and doing, you'll invite me back or just to hang out. I don't say a lot. I just but I enjoy.
Sarita has said she's going to hold the annual Burros Christmas party for us, so we can get back together at her place.
Sweet.
And do that, which was fun. We did that last time.
That was probably the most the F word's ever been said in her house by Andy. Ever in this. No. And it wasn't fun. The word wasn't fun. But anyway, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah. So, but no, thank you, Rick. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you for
I enjoyed
dragging my
every second
donkey around.
Yeah.
For the last 5 years.
Yeah, man.
That's cool. So.
Absolutely. You are absolutely 1,000,000% welcome. I enjoyed every second of it. I did, except for the parts that I hated. And then,
welcome to Rickism.
I enjoyed every second of it except for the parts
I want you to understand
But
something.
he was such a douche canoe the whole time.
I know. The reality is that had it not been for this podcast, I never would have met David Curtis.
Yeah, that's right.
Kathy Curtis.
Right.
And all of Berea Bible, Jeff McCormick and Veronica McCormick, those people like Gary Hardison down there and Garrett Hardison, like those people at Berea Bible Church and everything that they do. Like I love that church and I love those people. I never would have met Pastor Michael Miano, who was just down here, at Blue Point. So we've been to Long Island,
Went to New York.
And and then, remember when we went, you guys didn't get to see it, but we went to New York City and had a crazy time there.
We blitzed it.
Yeah. I never would have met Tim Martin. I never would have met Steve Magua. Like all of these people.
Glenn Hill.
Think about this.
Gary DeMar.
Yeah.
Gary DeMar, Kurt Cameron.
Bob Cruikshank.
Bob Cruikshank. Yeah.
I can't even. You're gonna have like a rolling
Dr. Sam Frost. Alan
one of my
Bondar.
favorites. Yeah.
Think about all these.
Derek, dude. What was
Derek
his last
Lambert?
Oh yeah.
Not the singer, but the other one. No.
Yeah. Not Adam Lambert. Derek Lambert.
Dan McClellan.
Dan McClellan. Yeah. I mean,
people from The Chosen.
From The Chosen, the producers and some of the actors. We got to meet Craig Olson, the archaeologist that Andy liked,
Who was, I forgot.
Doug Wilson.
No disrespect, but who was the gentleman that runs the halfway houses?
Oh, Rick
Welch.
Yes.
The other Rick.
Yeah.
By the way, he got back in touch with me. He fully has retired.
Did he?
But his son has taken up the helm.
Awesome.
So there's another Rick Welch out there making it happen.
Making it happen.
There you go.
Another gremlin.
Teen challenges. Yep. But all of those, I mean, think about that. Think of all the people, think about all the things that we've talked about.
And bro, you just scratched just a small surface.
Just a small surface.
In 5 years and every other Thursday. And
well,
who knows when you were in here when I was in and the Saturdays.
Yeah, the Saturdays.
Days. And it's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun.
One thing that is nice, and I can't speak for y'all, but I'll speak for myself. Coming through all of it.
Don Preston. Sorry, I was like Don and Janice Preston.
Zach.
Coming from
Daniel Rogers.
Coming
Zach
from
Karen Rogers.
just getting
Karen Rogers.
Sorry.
Just getting into the relationship with the Lord in 2014 and then coming here and all the information, learning that there were different points of view. Rachel and Pete Rue.
Yeah,
I mean
Mike Sullivan.
Yes.
Mike Sullivan
like
and
meeting
Denise
all
Sullivan.
these people and learning.
And God rest Rachel Rue's soul.
Yes.
I miss her so much. I loved her
Yep.
so much. And we love you, Pete.
Getting to that point that learning the different points of view.
Like from Ed Stevens. We
Yeah.
had
Ed
him on
Stevie,
here.
yes.
We can go on forever, baby.
Yes.
And
Think about how
wrestling.
many people we've met and have relationships with now.
Yes.
But wrestling with that like coming to know the knowledge of those things and then getting to the point in my life where whether you're a dispensationalist, all millennialism,
It's Milli Vanilli in this one.
yes, or partial preterist,
Blame it on the rain.
full preterist, regardless of where your viewpoint is on that topic, to get to a point where you think, okay, because you obviously now people approach, the Lord's coming back, and all these things are happening, but just to get to a point in your life, it's like, could he come back? Yes, by all means, he could, if that's what he wanted to do. But in reality, you're living in the here and now, and you should be living a life that is to the closest to the example that he gave you and instructed you to live, and to share with others, and to continue on and try, regardless if he comes back today or you make it through and you have something to provide to the generations to come for however long that is, or whether you don't make it back today. One of the two, one of them's happening.
Yeah.
Either he's coming and you're leaving, or he's coming and you're leaving.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to get to that point and meeting all these people and learning from them and coming to have peace with regardless, to be able to worship with all of them is great.
Yeah.
That's and to be able to have conversations and agree and disagree.
I would have never met Mike and Sue Green.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Jordan and Leah Grant.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would have not had a relationship with Kelly and Glory Coy, who do our night. We have a group that gets together every other Saturday.
Yep.
Jeff and Donna Brussy. And by the way, you're going to hear an ad here, and that Halfback Mountain Soap, that's Jeff and Donna Brussy.
Wow.
That's Halfback Mountain Soap, yeah. And they're
Awesome.
making the Burros bar.
I
Yep.
keep waiting for
Yeah.
you to do the seasoning one. Like when you're like, hey, sometimes I sprinkle some in my pants. Hey, Holly, I hope you're hungry.
How
Dinner's ready.
about the holiday editions? Remember that? You guys remember when we used to do holiday editions?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and if you want to take a trip down Dirty Town, just go to the Kimzey's place.
I think I'm going to start my own podcast.
You should.
You totally
Yeah.
should, Billy.
Yeah. Call it candy coated. We coat it all over you. So it's
Sprinkle it on there.
sprinkle it in my pants.
Welcome to Candyland.
It's just not a
Whether-
game for kids anymore.
Whether you want to climb a ladder or slide down the slide.
See, there we go.
Oh my
3
God.
plus 18 plus.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Man.
Jeez.
Started it off with a whatchamacallit bar.
That's right.
So anyway.
I can't. Yeah, it's so wild. And I'm sure there's so many more that I could name. All the people we've met. I've built relationships all over the country,
You've done an amazing job.
All over the world.
Yeah.
all over the world.
Yeah, I was
really.
going to say, you have people
what's-
all
Joel
over the world.
Rosenauer,
Yeah.
over in Australia.
The lady from England. You just did an interview with her.
Oh, Elaine Clark. If
Yep.
you guys go to our Patreon, it'll be coming out on here too. But I've been meeting with Elaine Clark. She is British, but she lives in Spain, and we've been doing a study on Genesis together, and it's quite remarkable. It's really a cool way
That's
of looking at Genesis. No one in the covenant creation is going to agree with it, but it was fun. I've enjoyed it, and golly, Judson Noel. And, we have a Wednesday night men's group that meets.
Yes.
With Dawson Wylop, who has listened to this show and is. By the way, I'll say this about Dawson Wylop. He writes me an email every now and then just to encourage me and tell me how much this podcast and our heart means to him.
And we killed him.
And we just want you to know we're shutting down the show.
Yeah, we just want you to know, F you.
Yeah, but this year
sorry,
at the Berean conference, I got to meet Dawson and his wife Marilee.
Yeah, great guy.
They're a wonderful family.
Yeah.
And their daughter. And then I got to see him again in Montana.
Yep.
And guys, there's just so many relationships that we've built. And really, I haven't even scratched the surface of all the people.
And I say we changed our internal, when you brought up the whole, where you going when you die statement.
Yeah. I mean, that was Billy's one question
that was an
to
earthquake.
Gary DeMar, and it created the 3-question controversy that is going on
still,
right now.
Yes,
today.
Still.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that, bro.
Sorry, bro.
But he actually answered it exactly the same way on Cross Politic.
He sure did.
He has not changed his view. It's still the same. Kim Burgess, that's another one that I've spoke
Kim
with.
Burgess.
Yep. So, golly, so many people.
Yeah.
So many
You've been
people.
busy.
God's got connections, man.
Yeah. And like you said, we haven't even scratched the surface. How many other people do we not
Lord.
do we not know?
It's been a lot. I don't know, but
yeah.
So what's your number? How many episodes did you actually log? Or
With us?
Yeah. Like,
I think
it's over 300, correct? I mean,
well, I have
think
that many in the bank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, right now, I think we just put out episode 266 today.
Okay.
And so I've still got 5 from in studio that we'll release. We got one more Michael Miano, and then I think not 5. Maybe we have 3. Three more. Yeah. And then I've got 35. No, sorry. I have 36 episodes that are banked. Our Revelation study that we've been working on, and that is a great. That is a great study. We're coming from different angles, and we're tackling Revelation.
My book came out of that.
A notoriously
out of
easy
that.
book of the Bible.
Yeah.
And that's what's so amazing. Like we're coming at it from the full preterist corporate body view, like looking at it from that paradigm, but also digging into the history of what, if you are going to use audience relevance, what were they actually seeing? So if they read the book and then they were going to look like it was a newspaper for them, it was a newspaper for them. So if they read it, what did they see in their world that would click to the symbolism that they would understand from the Old Testament? It is rocking my world. It is fantastic. So we're already on like episode 26 or 27 with that study.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I've got other interviews that I've done. Darren Doan.
Yep.
He's coming. If you guys don't know who Darren Doan is, Darren Doan, he's one of the most famous music videographers you'll ever meet.
Oh, yeah.
You ever heard of Blink 182?
No.
He did their music videos. You heard of Firehouse?
No. I'm
Okay,
kidding.
listen. I know you are. He was the 90s punk rock, like he was the dude.
Wow.
He just did videos for like Zach Brown. You ever heard the song Chicken Fried?
Yeah.
He did the video.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, he's very well known like in that world, but he's also big. He also made the movie Collision, where Christopher Hitchens
yeah.
and Douglas Wilson
I
went
like
head to head in a debate. He told me, he's like, every time I do a passion project about my faith, I lose money. I was like, welcome to the club, bro. I was like, that's all I do is just write checks.
You got to turn it into a business.
Snapping necks and cashing checks. So, no, I mean, God, just sitting here thinking about all of the people. And if I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. But yeah, 266 episodes out.
You did some debating.
The Ortegas?
I didn't debate anybody.
you didn't?
I debated Alan Bondar.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we had 6 episodes, and we haven't went back. I'm not going to finish that at all. Like I've got too many other things going on right now. I love Alan Bondar to death. I do. We obviously disagree, but I consider him a friend. I feel like he's an enemy of the faith, but he would automatically tell me that he is. Like that's his whole point. I'm not saying
that's
that
like his entire deal.
Out of turn. Like that's what he's
His
doing.
entire deal.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it really is. It is. But yeah, I mean, it's been a wild ride. It's been a wild ride.
The Ortegas from Texas.
Who? O'Jays.
O'Jays. Sorry.
The O'Jays. Yeah.
The O'Jays.
Yep. The O'Jays. That's right. And of course, tackled a lot of hard subjects. I mean, think about Sarita's open testimony about abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, think about yours, Tiziana.
Mm-hmm.
Think about your testimony
Mm-hmm.
and yours, Cherrie. You shared
Mm-hmm.
too. And
Yeah.
I mean, we got in pretty deep in here, didn't we?
Yeah.
And now it's over, so suck on that. So,
Bye.
yeah, no, you guys will hear more. Like, I'll do interviews and stuff here and there, and I'll probably, come back to the studio occasionally to do a Burros thing just because I want quality. I'm tired of garbage, and I produce garbage at home, and so I have to come and get it from Andy.
Yeah, just ask Holly.
You got to start putting seasoning on it.
Burn
Sprinkle that, bitch.
down your pants.
Sprinkle that bitch.
So, all right. So here's
Come
the deal.
and get it.
Here's the
Anyway,
deal.
okay.
In July of 1966 in Hendersonville, North Carolina, there was a triple murder. The original owners of Tempo Music, Vernon Shipman and Charles Glass, and a woman from Asheville named Louise Davis Shoemate were brutally murdered, and their bodies were dumped on North Lake Summit Drive near Lake Summit. And they went missing. There's a whole thing. Okay. There's so many different angles that they go at. Vernon and Charles were both openly homosexual in our community, and which was very frowned upon back then. However, I've learned that they were actually accepted, quite accepted in our community, not the opposite. There were KKK cross burnings in their yard after it was done, but it was never solved. They didn't even really have many suspects. And over the course of, almost 50 years, or we're going into 60 years now, right? Is that right? Yeah. 2026 will be 60. So here we are in September of 2025. And I have been working on this for over a decade. This has been a passion project of mine.
Wow.
My wife will tell you it has just been a passion project of mine. Something that I don't just like hyper focus on it, but I'll come back to it, 2 or 3 times a year, and I'll just do more and more research. There's no physical evidence left. So trying to solve this cold case with DNA is next to impossible. Although the SBI, North Carolina SBI, supposedly returned evidence to our area, and then there's somebody in our community that has it. We don't know who, but there is a guy named Terrence Ryerson Neal who wrote a book about it, and he received death threats while he was trying to uncover it, because there are obviously still some people that are alive that know some things. It involves a lot of rich elite people in Henderson County back in the 60s.
An unsolved murder.
Yep.
Involves people with enough power to not have a murder solved?
They don't want it solved, right? That's the whole point. And here's the thing, because some people could be implicated, because they were also known to be the drug dealers of Henderson County. In the back stoops of the old Tempo Music, you came and got your Beatles records, and you also got your extra weed and whatever else you were looking for. Most people don't know this, but Charles Glass actually, he was an opening act. He opened for Sister Rosetta Thorpe, for Little Esther. He played in big bands and also in like R&B. He actually recorded his own albums, and he had 2 songs that were produced at WHKP in Hendersonville, which was a thing. And the name of it, which is the name of our podcast, the name of his song was Screamin' and Dyin'. And so the name of the podcast is Screamin' and Dyin', the Unsolved Triple Murders of Lake Summit. And so we're gonna dig into that. And I've met over the phone. I've had a couple of conversations with a Hendersonville Times News journalist from the 90s and 2000s named Jenny Jones Giles. She wrote a series on this, and she did more research than anybody. And she's agreed to come on the podcast. And we're also working with 2, Deputy John Nichols and also Donnie Parks. They were the ones that kind of kept this going. It's still an open case. It's a cold case.
But you solved it.
I have solved it.
So when are they going to friggin' capture somebody?
So when I say I solved it, What I'm going to do is I'm going to.
Seems like kind of an emergency.
But here's the thing.
You know, like you might want to get on that.
But here's the thing.
It's going to be like the Hebrews study.
Yeah.
But listen,
it just died in process. Oh, burn.
Just so you know, I am going to finish that study when all you guys are the hell out of here. I'll finish it my way. Or you could actually go listen to Zach Davis. He already finished it, and you can just listen to him. So the person that's responsible is no longer alive. There's no way to link physical evidence, but I have through the use of like 7 different AI tools and through the help of just poring over all the documentation, I've pretty much laid out a candidate, and it's pretty seamless. Now, and what you're going to find out is that it actually agrees with who the police thought that did it, but they can't say that. And you know what I mean?
There's no physical DNA left.
You can't pin it down. But what I want to do is I want to cover every aspect of this and do an 8-part series on it because it comes back, and again, it's the 60-year anniversary next July. It always comes back on every 10 years, somebody's talking about it. And so I thought I'd do a full treatment of it and then let it go to rest for me because I've been dealing with this for almost a decade of my life. And so I just want to put it to bed.
Yeah.
Bro, you're like a machine.
I don't. He is.
He is. I mean,
I wish I was.
Look at Andy.
You're
I
into
don't know how
everything,
you do
bud.
half the shit you do.
Yeah.
It's why you're not doing this anymore. It's why you're like,
And by the way,
like a
I'm also
chainsaw
running
didn't
a
move.
knife company.
Yeah.
Making knives. So
Yeah.
But
Well,
anyway.
He's really part-time there.
It's my, yeah, unfortunately, I'm full-time back there now again. But no, I just have this. I met Marchessa Taylor, my nutritionist, through this podcast.
Yeah.
87 pounds down. Thanks, Marchessa.
And who's joining you on this?
Your ex-wife.
Oh, yes. And that's the only one?
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the
Is
only
that your
ex-wife I have. One's enough. Okay?
So far.
So Billy.
You're a young man, Billy. Give it up.
I'll give you the. If you don't know the story, I'll give you the brief rundown. But prior to Billy and Gloria's divorce, the Kimzeys opened up. They let me borrow their boat, the Bazinga, for the movie Still Waters. Gloria acted in Still Waters.
Yes.
And his wife acted in Still Waters. And then he, in the movie Witch, and I'm sure Andy can remember, we went to their sawmill because Andy was running around with the boom pole while we were
that was fun. It was fun running around
with Maddie Blair Drake all covered in blood.
That was,
Yeah, and Gloria was in Witch as well. She played a witch in the Coven at the end. And Billy was in Witch. Billy danced.
I did a little dance.
Yeah.
He did a little dance in
I
that.
kept my clothes on. And then we did a music
He didn't
video.
sprinkle anything anywhere.
No, his nudity was in the bonus features.
Yeah.
The styrofoam turtles. Did you record the styrofoam turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were on the soundtrack, and so we
That
recorded
soundtrack was stacked.
That soundtrack was, and that thanks to Andy, the Witch soundtrack sold more than our film. It was fantastic, wasn't
It's
it?
a really good soundtrack.
It was a really good soundtrack. Yeah. Local artists. Yeah, it was really good.
Is that the music video? One of the music videos?
Yeah, we did the styrofoam turtles where we set their sawmill on fire.
Yeah, we said it. Yeah.
Infamously good place for a fire.
Yeah.
And strangely enough, I mean, the styrofoam turtles are no longer together, but they actually were very entertaining. They were fun.
Yeah, they were.
I
good.
loved watching.
They were
them.
good. I
Just
think
a 2-piece.
I think Tristan, who's the singer guitar player, probably still is.
He's out doing his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, very cool, Rick.
Yeah,
That's
man.
very cool.
Got to meet Raphael Graves from.
He got married.
He did. He just got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was. What was the name of his band? Strange Avenues.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. But, he's been with all kinds of people. But what a talented guy.
Good singer.
Man. Yeah. But So Gloria and I have. I actually wrote a Thanksgiving film, and we were getting ready to shoot it, and then I had to back off again because of my business. It's so unstable, and so when my business is good, I'm making stuff, and when it's not, y'all can suck it. I can't do anything, you know. But yeah, so we tabled that movie. We'd already done all of the table reads. Casting was done. We already had cinematographer. Everything was lined up. Brad Hutchinson was going to film it. Brad is an incredible videographer, but we had everybody lined up and then had to stop it. But it's just one of the things that me and Billy and Gloria did back, and then we did the movie. Remember we were doing movie podcast and talking.
Yep.
And so I had just reached out to her over a couple of years, probably 3 or 4 years, talking about doing something about this. And so we're working on that. I've already got it all, pretty much all of the research is done. It's just we're going to chat about it. But yeah, that's going to happen. And then we'll still have the Burros of Berea, but and there's also, I bet you didn't know, if you guys want to hear that there's 50 episodes of that already out. What else you want me to do?
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
The machine.
Yeah. No, I love creating content, and it's my thing. This is what I love. This is what I love to do.
You like to hear yourself talk.
I love to hear myself talk.
Just ask Holly.
If you don't believe me.
I bet you didn't know.
She sounded like Chris Walken.
Yes, he did.
Didn't he?
There was one episode.
You know.
More cowbell.
Oh my gosh. Well, we've went a full on hour and a half. This is a 90-minute episode. Let's wrap it up.
Like a typical Burrow thing, we solved it all.
We solved it.
Yeah.
I solved a triple murder.
Yes.
Literally did solve it.
I honestly think that I think I've sewn it up for real. I think I've sewn it up. And if I can generate enough interest, I'd be really surprised.
It's kind of how
I'm going after the SBI. I'm digging in really deep, but it's pretty old. I mean, it's almost 60 years. But yeah, I'm going after.
Can't wait to hear it. Maybe not.
Yeah, come on now. Come on now. Yeah.
Well, you get to send your drove of asses out into the world now.
Yep. Yeah. Go on,
That's
you
what
little
shepherds
asses.
do. That's what shepherds do.
That's
They rise them up and send them out.
I don't think it's called a shepherd that takes care of jackasses. What do they call them? Farmers?
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Probably.
Ass herder.
Asperger.
Oh, gosh.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this explicit episode.
We're going to go out with a bang,
Bible,
man.
Yeah.
Explicit
How'd you
Bible
get it going?
podcast.
Just drop it. Yeah, absolutely. So,
Well, thank you, Rick.
yeah,
Yes,
thank
thank
you,
you,
Rick.
Rick.
Thank
Thank
all
you.
of you
Thank
guys.
you,
Rick. Yeah.
Yeah. Andy, you're not off the hook, pal. You're going to be working for me for a long time. It just won't be like this,
There's very few people I'd rather work for, if any.
Yeah,
So,
thanks, man.
I'm
Oh, wow.
happy about
I
that.
know. I'm going to give him a big old sloppy kiss on the way out.
Oh, baby, I'm ready. I've been licking my lips for 15 minutes.
And just so you know, on the final night, who's wearing the Burros swag?
Andy.
Rocket Man.
I figured it was only appropriate to make sure I had the shirt on for the last episode.
Yeah, I wore the boxers.
You never gave me boxers.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're
I want-
assless.
Sprinkle some in there.
Yep. So if you don't want to listen to the Burros anymore, we've given you plenty of reasons why. Yeah.
That's what this is.
That's
right?
what-
It's one of those
yeah.
things where
It's
you're
called
like,
scorched earth.
yeah.
That's what it is. No. All of you who have listened to this podcast, you literally mean the world to me. And a lot of you have sent emails. A lot of you are assholes and send me mean ones, but I love you anyway. And then a lot of you are really sweet people like Dawson and other people who want to encourage me and
Poor
enjoy
Rick,
it.
to run point on something for 5 years that is occasionally very controversial.
Yeah.
That's a rough point to run.
Religion or politics, and Rick picked religion.
Thank
so,
God. I'd
Rick
rather do
picks
that than
both
politics.
lately,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly,
really.
yeah.
Yeah, we really got into it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Pastor Sarah Wilcox, we had her on, and it was like, I don't know which way this is going. Where are we heading? I love her to death, by the way. She's
awesome.
a wonderful, sweet
I love
woman.
her.
Yeah, so I just want to thank all of you that have listened to our podcast for this long. I've discovered there was a lot of people that they actually listened to every single episode and they looked forward to it every week. And I want to give a shout out to Jan Marino. Like she decided she wanted to listen to it, and she was like, Rick, she just like absorbed it all in like a week. Like she just
Wow.
like went on, and then she'll send me messages like, I listen to this and this is, and a lot of times I get like emails about something that I said in episode 11. you know? And I was like, oh yeah, I don't believe that anymore. Let's move on. You know, like I changed.
Keep going.
Yeah. That's before I lost my mind. Yeah. But all of you meant everything. And the Burros is still going to be around, guys. It may not be as regular. I'm going to release for the next, 6 months or so. And I'll still be making content here and there with these Burros. I'll still be a part of Notes from the Other Side with Tiziana and Andy. And I'll still be doing some stuff. And I'm sure I'll be able to use some of those episodes occasionally as hybrids like we've done. But I'm going all in on this true crime. I hope you guys will hop over there and listen to that.
Oh yeah,
That sounds
definitely.
And that's on your Patreon.
I'm going to be releasing it on I don't think so. Actually, it's not going to be Burros of Berea related. It's going to be completely separate. Actually,
okay, so it's like a whole new podcast.
It's a whole new thing.
Have you got a name yet?
Screaming and Dying.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, from the guy's song.
Yep. Screaming and Dying. And if you want, as a matter of fact, I have a copy of the song. Yep. I sure do. I've got a copy of that song. It's actually pretty good.
Can you get the rights to use it for your intro?
You don't need them.
Oh, you don't?
Nope. You don't have to. Huh?
Because he did?
Yeah, because he's dead.
Not only because he's dead, but because it was never produced and he had no offspring. And so it just went into the ether. So it's now public.
Wow.
Public domain.
Awesome.
Public domain. And so I can absolutely play that song.
When should we anticipate your first release?
I think our first episode will be the week of Halloween.
Okay.
Perfect.
Very cool.
Yep. And if we can finish them, I'm gonna try to drop them all. You guys know that Halloween's my favorite, right?
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's my favorite holiday, and so we're gonna release those. It's the first couple episodes are going to be guys. It's very gross. There's a lot of grossness to this, and it's horrific. I don't want to sensationalize that, but I definitely want to bring attention to it because it is unsolved, and I think that the victims in this case deserve their day. And a lot of people have used the fact that they were homosexual in a negative connotation. I think that they've used the fact that they were selling drugs in a negative connotation. And to be perfectly honest with you, these were 3 just regular old Henderson County and Buncombe County residents that were just living their life like we are. And,
didn't deserve that.
They didn't deserve that. And they definitely didn't deserve to have their names smeared for almost 60 years. So I want to bring some honor to the victims, actually.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's what I really want to do.
One more and I'll let you roll. So
when I die,
is this 8 and done? Or are you doing
Yeah.
like a whole series of different murders or different stuff? Or is this 8 and done?
So
and
as
then
of right now,
starting something new or
Gloria and I have signed on to do the 8 parts.
5
Okay.
years.
No, yeah, the 8 parts. We're going to record them pretty quick.
Yep.
And then that's probably going to be it.
Oh, okay.
If she wants to do anything else, possibly.
Oh,
You have to get a new unsolved murder obsession and
But
wait
here's the
another
thing.
20 years.
You do, and really you need a research team. I've got 10 years of research. I've got notes.
Wow.
I'm that sicko that's
I'm telling you.
this guy.
The machine.
the sicko that's got all that information. I've spent all that time digging and getting all of this together. You need a team to put those kind of things together if you want to put together a really good investigative podcast.
Yeah.
If you want to do My Favorite Murder and have use ChatGPT to get a summary and then just talk about it back and forth, I guess you could do that, but I don't know that, this is something that's local. It's true crime. It's, it's kind of weird, and it's just something that we both agreed that we would do. So probably just 8 and out, I think. And then, I'll still do I Bet You Didn't Know, and then work on the Burrow stuff. That's about it. And then I don't know what's going to be after that. I really don't. That's exciting though. It's exciting because I don't know what it would be. My long-term goal in life, which is going to sound ridiculous, I want to take over the rest of the story that Paul Harvey did. It's owned by ABC, and Paul Harvey Jr. Actually still possesses that with ABC, and I want to resurrect that old show. It's just a dream.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that
But
show.
I'm not as good as Paul Harvey, so maybe I shouldn't.
Paul Harvey was.
He's the master.
Yeah, he was.
Guys,
that's
he's the master.
He's like the Michael Jordan of that.
He did it live
Yeah.
on AM radio and never missed a beat. And every single one of them are 3 minutes and 30 seconds within plus or minus 2 seconds. I've got them all. Plus or minus 2 seconds.
Well, when I win the Powerball, you can do that. We'll do that.
$1.77 billion North Carolina Powerball.
Well, Billy, in your history of your life. I don't think that's too
Yeah.
He's actually won a lottery
unreachable
before.
there, buddy.
Third place one time.
Yeah.
Really?
Go.
Wow.
That's cool.
It's your time to be
50
first
Gs.
place.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
True story.
$50,000?
Yes.
That's third place of the Powerball.
Wow.
So check your numbers, people. I
And
won
ask him,
$7.
are you in the positive or are you in the negative?
Oh, you're definitely still in the positive.
You're definitely in the positive?
because I'm that person that only plays it when it gets big.
Yeah.
That sounds
That's what she
totally
said.
selfish. Bazinga. But you know,
And if you put some spice.
sprinkle some in my pants. But people are like, I only play it when it gets big.
It's
And
already
like,
in your
what,
This is
20
NSFW,
million is not
NSFC.
enough.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, it was 2016, it's January. We were having truck issues at the sawmill. So I had to borrow a truck, stopped in. That was when one of the largest Powerballs, it got up to like 800 million. And I matched 4 out of the 5 white balls and a red ball
Yeah.
the
Awesome.
next morning.
Won $50,000.
So they
That's so
were
rad.
able to write me a check at the Asheville office, and after they took out taxes, was like 32,000.
Yeah.
So
That
Built a
was
house.
not bad.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, the foundation.
You put the foundation.
yeah.
You built the foundation. But the fact is,
Yeah, exactly.
That
That
happened.
kind of got
Yeah.
everything going.
Yeah.
To build
That's
a house.
amazing.
So it does happen.
Yeah.
So
I won $3 on a scratch off once, and I'm like negative. I don't know, maybe $200 or $300 over the course of my life.
Yeah.
I've never won anything.
I've never
But-
played.
Look, you can't win if you don't play.
I know.
But I'm going to like.
But you can't lose either.
That's true. That 1.77. Actually, everybody's a loser. 1.77.
this is
1.77
donkey
billion.
out right here. This is all donkey out.
Oh yeah, we're scorched earth. If you have like one ticket, you don't have to buy like they say buy 8 tickets and do the multiplier or buy 16 tickets. Just buy one. The odds are against you. Anyway, just buy one. Pay $1.
Yeah, because $2.
Pay $2.
So a lot of people don't know that because they think it's a drawing, but
Yes.
it's not. You have to match the numbers.
That's
so
right.
it doesn't matter if one ticket's sold,
Right.
your odds are still the same, or if 1 billion tickets are sold,
Yeah.
your odds are still the same.
And it's also
The odds
and
increase
either
that
way,
you might have to share the
bad.
jackpot. But exactly.
it's quite
like
possible
1
that
in
2 or 3 people can march.
5-6 million
Yeah,
odds
yeah.
of winning.
Odds of winning.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
I
the
had 3
higher.
white balls this morning. Won $7.
Did you
There you
really?
go.
We're getting there.
That's
Can't
a cup
say
of
I didn't
coffee.
win it.
Can't say you did.
Well, just so you know, the
Holla.
drawing is
A
this
plus sign's a
Saturday,
plus
guys.
sign.
So go buy. But you have to live in North Carolina, right?
Well, by the time you hear
I don't
this,
think so.
it will be
That's
over.
like a 3-state one.
Oh, is it?
The one that gets over $1 billion. It's like a 3-state one. I
Okay.
think.
Well, Billy, if you win, you have to wear your Burros shirt on your picture. Picture.
Oh, that's right.
Please do that. Please do that.
Hold my big check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the side, so they
right
can still
over
see
it,
your
like Mike
shirt.
Wazowski.
Yeah. Covers it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do it like Winnie the Pooh
I'm
with
on
no
the
pants
cover.
Yeah. I might actually do a podcast on the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni case. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to even
Ugh.
anywhere close to that. All these things that I see online, I'm like there's so much going on all the time. It's like
I
I'm watching. It's like
know.
I'm reading 174 newspapers a day.
Yeah.
That's called a callback.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, guys, I love you all. Thank you for
Love you
thank
too.
you for all your dedication and being here when you could and when you couldn't. And Andy, honestly, seriously, like you're freaking the best engineer ever.
Wet
and,
kiss.
Wet
Wet
kiss.
kiss.
Yep.
Straight wet. Yeah. But
You're getting tongue this
It's
time.
gonna start with tongue. I'm gonna arrive at you with my tongue out.
listen, we're not just
Start with
we're not
God.
scorched.
Let me leave first.
Listen,
If you
We're
don't
not-
mind.
we're not just going scorched earth like recording. Like I'm going scorched earth on that relationship tonight.
Yeah.
He'll never forget
There's
me.
gonna be nothing left.
You got some seasoning in your pants.
He's like, dude, did you eat onions and mushrooms for dinner? You know, like
This is even worse. This is like moist
Oh
earth.
my God.
anyway.
Oh, man, that's
For the
it right
final
Get
there.
time,
lucky.
Rick. Final
Billy,
time.
thanks for being here, bro.
Man, thanks for everything.
Absolutely.
5 years. Wow.
5
Thank
years,
you.
man.
Yeah,
Thank you,
very
dude.
cool.
Love you,
Tiziana,
Rick.
love you so much.
Love you too.
Love you too, Billy. Andy, love you, man.
Love you, man.
Great stuff. Big Daddy,
Oh, yeah.
love you to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, man.
And Cherrie, I love you because you are living at the end of the earth right now up in the range.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
loving it.
Yes, you are. At the top
you
of the
for
world.
I
everything.
bet it's
Thank you, Rick.
beautiful.
I'm so glad you guys are all a part of it. Sarita, I love you. And Ralph Hicks.
Yeah.
And my wife,
Represent.
Holly.
I'm glad everybody could come together, right?
I really wanted Holly to come because she did the Holly Day.
Yeah.
I also wanted to thank my Aunt Joan, and I wanted to thank, my Uncle AJ, because they did a few episodes with us. And
Jonas was here.
Jonas was here. We've just had so many great
Your dad was even here for an episode.
Your dad come in and listen.
He didn't talk, but he listened to John Noe and said, that man is full of shit. Don't listen to him. So I just went scorched earth on that group.
Yeah.
We had the truck driver theologian, Bill Evans. Love that guy very much. I mean,
was mobile
guys,
ministry.
this meant the world to me. I've enjoyed every second of it. And when I say that I didn't, I had moments, but I still loved it. It's my passion, and I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it some. It's just not going to be the same. So we'll talk to you guys again someday.
Yeah.
On the Burros of Berea. Peace out.
Peace
See
out.
ya.
Later.
All right, so here's the deal. Lately, I've been getting these compliments like, wow, you really know how to cook. And I just smile and nod like, oh yeah, totally. I'm basically a pro. But behind the scenes, it's all thanks to my secret ingredient. So let me break it down for you. First up is everything seasoning. And this literally goes on everything. Chicken, perfect. Fish, yep. Veggies, next level. And one day I got creative and sprinkled it on popcorn, and honestly, life-changing. Now everybody wants to come to my house to watch the movies. I also tried it on cottage cheese. Is that weird? Yep. Did I regret it? Also, yep. But now let's talk about steakhouse. This isn't just seasoning, it's grill legend in a jar. You shake this on a steak and suddenly you become Buck. Who is Buck, you ask? He's the flannel-wearing, boot-stomping king of the barbecue pit. Buck chops down trees with his bare hands, grills a T-bone so good it'll make you want to slap Gordon Ramsay's mama right in the mouth. I grilled up some burgers with Steakhouse last weekend, and my buddy took one bite and said, dude, can I please get this recipe? I just told him it was my little secret. So if you want to look like a kitchen rock star and keep your secret weapon close, head to mysecretblends.com. That's mysecretblends.com and use code BURROS at checkout for 20% off your first order. That's BURROS at checkout to get 20% off of your first order. So shake it, serve it, and when they ask, just grin and say, it's my little secret. My secret ingredient. Get yours today. Why? Why?
I'm hungry.
Because you said so, Rick.
We traded Kimzey's.
I traded Kimzey's. You know what? Like a lot of times, like in divorces, you take one or the other, and I told them both that I loved them, and I wasn't. Hey, y'all do your thing.
Yeah.
But I've been hanging with Billy for 5 years. And now he's done. I'm dumping his ass.
Yeah.
No.
That's enough of that.
I've invited him over to dinner
cavities.
like I don't know how many times, and he's came once.
Hey.
Yeah, Rick's now getting cavities. So
you tried to take me to the Braves game, and I didn't go. So
Yeah.
and that was with the Red Sox playing.
Yeah, that's the ultimate.
I know. I just
What?
No.
You
He was going to take me to the Braves game, and I couldn't. Yeah.
So,
and the Red Sox
Did
were
you
playing.
forget my number?
I didn't know you.
And then the Red Sox lost, so big surprise.
Yeah.
I got to see the Sox
Between the-
once at
Did you?
home. Yeah.
At Fenway?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fenway's
not great
great.
seats, but it was like somebody couldn't make it, and they were like, "Here's my tickets," And
Yeah,
it was
that's
like it was a
awesome.
fun experience. Yeah.
These were third baseline, like
They were close.
grass level.
Yeah, man.
He
Catching
was
foul
like-
balls
He
and
was
stuff.
like, nope.
Wow, that's rad. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, no.
Golly.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm going to Fenway.
All right.
Yeah, they're actually doing really well. They're only like 4.5 games back right now from first place.
Yeah,
They're doing a lot better.
Yeah, the Braves still suck.
Boston's been sucking, but they're doing really good here at the end of the season, so it's pretty good. But I will be
I
going
don't
to
follow
Fenway.
baseball.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't follow
as much
baseball.
anymore.
I was a Red Sox fan because my grandfather worked in Massachusetts on the Mass Pike. And so I got like hats and like New England Patriots stuff, and I got Red Sox stuff and Bruins stuff, like just because he was there and he could get that, he brought us souvenirs and stuff. And so I had a lot of that. And so as I got older, I just continued watching and keeping up with baseball. I don't give a crap about anything else. Like I don't follow the Celtics or the Bruins, but I like the Red Sox.
You could have followed the Celtics back when
Oh,
Bird
yeah.
was there.
As a white person, I find the Celtics offensive.
Yeah. Exactly. For me, the whole thing.
You don't know they're little, like, they have this little silly fighting Irish thing.
He's a little fighting Irish guy.
Absolutely kidding. I don't give a.
Not to mention, it's
I
the
was
only.
like, is there a real thing that happened?
I don't
you're
give a
saying, like
single
making a
shit.
joke about their.
No,
I
it's like,
do not care at all.
Think about it like this: if you don't like the Seminoles and people want to get mad, or the Redskins, then became the Commanders.
Yeah.
Well, this is a little white Irish dude.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
And it's not even Celtic.
Nope.
That's the funny thing.
No, it's just a cartoon.
It's a leprechaun.
Yeah.
He's like
it's a leprechaun. Yeah.
He looks like the Notre Dame fighting Irish guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Turn off all of your ringers, folks.
Sorry.
Are we rolling?
Yeah. Could you leave your meditative chimes at the house?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna put it on Do Not Disturb. Hold on a second.
Let me roll this baby back.
I was ready to talk and make jokes, but now I just want to relax.
Yeah. Chillax. When she's ready.
Yeah, anytime. We're going.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you? We're rolling?
Mm-hmm.